Hi everyone. This lecture is about introduction to complex group structures. Complex group structures are those structures which appear quite often in P2 exam, and often students tend to struggle really hard with it. So today I hope your confusion gets cleared because most of the information in complex group structure is actually based on your F7 knowledge of basic group accounts. So if you understand it better and then you do this stuff of complex group structure, which is of P2, so this means you'll be able to get a good grip on it and hopefully will learn something very good, and it's going to help you in your exam. So let's get started, shall we? Yes. So complex group structures are those structures in which parent has the investment, but subsidiary also has an investment at the same time. So, and in complex group structures, there are two structures which we are going to explain. First is vertical group, and the second one is D-shaped. So, first we are going to look at vertical group structure. It is a structure in which, let's say, X is a parent which controls Y, and Y controls Z. We look at parents' direct interest in the sub and then the sub-sub. So if that is the case, we can appoint a director in sub-sub also. D structure, on the other hand, is a structure in which B as a subsidiary, may not directly control C or may not own greater than 50% of the share. I'm talking about the parent company here. So parent company is the company B. But because of A's and B is a subsidiary here, but because of A is holding within C, so we combine the holding together, and this will give us an indirect control which is going to be higher than 50%. So if we combine parents direct share in sub and sub interest in subsidiary, if it is more than 50%, then we can control the subsidiary, which in this case is C. Uh, we usually have following issues in the group structures question, complex group structure questions, and these are firstly the ownership. So when we prepare accounts, we need to see what is the direct share. So we need to check how much the parent owned directly and effectively. And also, number second is your acquisition date. On which date have you actually purchased the subsidiary or the subsidiary? And next thing is goodwill. So in goodwill, we can calculate the goodwill in parent subsidiary, which is nice and easy. But what about the goodwill in sub-subsidiary? This uh, becomes a little bit complex here. Next, we're going to talk about NCI. NCI is a non-controlling interest. So let's say if we work out the percentage ownership, so if we know how much we indirectly own in the sub-sub, we know what the effective NCI is, and then we can use that to help calculate the NCI within sub-subsidiary. One bit which is fairly complicated in the group structure is when we calculate NCI in complex structure of subsidiary only, we only look at the NCI share in sub and remove anything which is related to sub-sub from the calculation of NCI share in sub. Remember, it's the calculation of NCI share in sub. So next we are going to look at the format for calculating goodwill and NCI in complex group structure. So first we take fair value consideration. It's like the normal basic calculation of a subsidiary, and then you add an NCI at acquisition, you less net asset at acquisition, and then we on the other side we calculate the goodwill of a sub-sub because the parent has some control, some direct control in the sub-sub. So then if our direct interest in our first subsidiary was 80%, so then in fair value consideration, we are going to take into account 80% of the parent's share in sub-sub goodwill, and the rest of calculation will remain the same. Secondly, when we calculate NCI of sub only, we put our normal share, let's say it was 20%. So NCI at acquisition from working 3 is 20%, and remove any share of sub-sub uh, from interest in sub, which we mentioned above, because in that situation we will be looking only at the sub calculation. So, and so we take in sub NCI calculation, we need to take non-controlled interest at acquisition of 52% and add NCI of post-acquisition share, and you'll get NCI at year end. So you can yeah, I hope this will help you guys, because a lot of students tend to struggle in exam and P2 questions of ACCA, and especially of this sort. So if you just keep on trying and just get this concept very clear in your mind, so I'm sure you'll easily pass through this question very easily. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.